Hi, this is Josh with Resort TV 1, and today I'm at the Magic Kingdom to give you a construction update for March of 2020. And I'm actually here today on the very last day that the Magic Kingdom is open in March due to the coronavirus. So, we hope you enjoyed the video. Please remember to leave us a like and a comment, as well as subscribe and hit that notification bell if you haven't already done so. Also, be sure to follow us on social media. We're Resort TV 1 on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. So, let's get started with the update. And you can see behind me, Cinderella Castle has undergone some major changes. You might not notice it right at first, but the blue is much darker, and there are a couple turrets that haven't been painted yet, so we show you the difference. You may also see behind me part of the castle is painted rose gold and part is still the lighter gray with maybe a little bit of rose gold mixed in. So pretty interesting updates. It actually looks really nice, especially on a sunny day today. So let's check it out from the other side. And the moat is drained again. They did this construction on this walkway a few months back, and now, I guess it's actually last year now, but it is drained again, and they've got these lifts up here so they can paint. Of course, they're not up right now, but since the park will be closed for a couple weeks here starting tomorrow, they'll be able to do this all day, really work on it and not worry about interfering with pictures that guests are taking in the park. So they should be able to really accelerate the work and get it done. So you can already kind of see that back turret is not quite painted yet. It is the highest one, so I'd imagine they have to have a pretty tall lift to get up to that one, so they may be waiting to do that one. You can also see, if you look at one of these control tower side towers here, and actually these are control towers, by the way, for some of the shows, but you can see this one's not painted either, so it's still the lighter blue. And somebody asked me on a stream if they were going to remove the brickwork on the bottom. That's going to stay the same. The castle structure has stayed the same through all of the different paint jobs, of course, besides the birthday cake, but that was the biggest one they did back in '97. But as far as the normal castle painting and updates, it's actually stayed pretty much the same with the same texture. So let's take a zoomed in look. So now we're zoomed in, and you can really see the difference between that rose gold color and the grayish color, and also you can see some of the gold that's already been painted. Much darker gold, so that gold and blue really look nice. And I'll go back to the end of Main Street and show you that as well. Apologize if the focus is a little off. I'm shooting this with the Galaxy S20 Ultra, and it's got actually a 5x optical zoom on it, so it's really cool to be able to get some close shots for you guys like this, but still working out some of the bugs. And you can see the gold on the top is not quite repainted yet. If it'll focus, there we go. So it's still more of the faded gold from, of course, the hot Florida sun. But wow, what a huge difference that they're making here. And actually, just Friday we were here, and they didn't even have the back part where the Dream Suite is, the Cinderella Castle Suite is, where the stained glass windows are. They didn't even have that completely painted last time we were here. So, oh, and there you can see, if I pan to the left just a little bit, you can actually see on that turret where the painting stops, kind of right in the middle of the turret. So there you can get a really good idea of what the color difference is and how faded it was. A lot of people may look at this and go, doesn't look different, but look at the color difference right there. And back to another wide angle shot, and you can see again the moat is drained and the equipment is all ready to go. So like I said, a few days, maybe a week or so, probably have it completely finished. Still looks beautiful. I can't wait to see it when it's finished. Wow. Here's another angle, and you can see some of the wires and pipes and all kinds of different things that run on the bottom of the moat. You don't get to see this view very often, so it's kind of interesting to see it, even though it was like this for a couple months when they were putting in this widened walkway here. And there's another look at the color change on the turret back there, where they've got the lighter blue and the darker blue, and just kind of stopped right there on the back. Probably ran out of time last night. You can also see the color change now from the rose gold to more of the gray color right there on that particular end of the Dream Suite down there. Let me get a zoom and show you a little closer. Okay, first of all, the zoom on this camera is incredible. Wow. You can really see that color change there. And here's a closer look at the turret with the two very different shades of blue. It's really hard to believe that it was actually ever that faded. Wow. And a couple more looks zoomed in. Slightly less zoom, so you can see a little bit wider shot and still see that color change between the rose gold and the gray. And there you can see it from a different angle here, right in the area of the Castle Couture shop. And now back to wide angle. Wow. So when this park opens back up, hopefully around the 1st of April, we will definitely come back here and take a look at this and see what they've gotten done on this beautiful castle of ours. And here's a look at Sir Mickey's, which actually had the same color of paint as the castle on the roof. And you can see again the different shade of blue. Of course, it looked nice and we really didn't notice until they started painting that really vibrant shade of blue that's on the castle now. So now I'm kind of going on and on about it, but I just really am struck by the difference, and hopefully you are as well. And here we are on the other side of the castle. You can see some of the equipment on this side as well. They've got tons of lifts over here. And you can see some of them are probably a little bit longer than others. I'm still not sure how they're going to get that highest turret, but maybe one of these can actually reach that far. Who knows? Not sure what the standard reach on one of those types of booms is. There you can see actually this side they've done some of the painting in rose gold, but it is a little bit spotty because they haven't finished some of the trim. So let's get a zoom on that and really check out some of the progress here on this side. And there you can see around that top window where there's some places that still aren't quite painted yet. I'm sure they'll finish that soon, but it just shows you the color difference between the two parts of the castle. Wow. The detail is pretty incredible. And you can actually even see about right there, you can see they've got some of the painting not quite done on that particular facade as well. All right, one last look, and then we'll go check it out from Main Street and show you how the colors pop when you're looking at it from Main Street. And here we are in the hub next to the partner statue, and you can really see how that blue just sparkles against the blue sky. Just enough darker shade that it really pops. And here we are a little bit further back, not quite between the Main Street buildings yet. And here we are from just about the middle of Main Street. And here we are from the end of Main Street. Classic shot here. Those colors look really, really nice back there. Wow. Can't wait to see what it looks like when it's done, and it will be a nice complement to Main Street USA. And they do constantly keep the buildings on Main Street USA painted and fresh. From time to time they'll put a scrim up over one and they'll repaint and make it nice and shiny and new, because the Florida Sun does do a number on the paint on these buildings. But wow, leave me a comment, let me know what you think of this new castle paint job, at least as much as is done now. One big update today, and for the last few days, is that the People Mover is actually down, and I think of course it'll stay down until the park is back open, hopefully sometime in April. So we can't get a look from the People Mover like we normally do of the Tron Construction, but we can go over by the Barnstormer and around here by the Tomorrowland Speedway and get some looks at the Tron Construction from here. But pretty sad we don't get one last ride on the People Mover, but I'm sure it'll be back open when the park is back open. So there you can see actually only one Mammoth Crane here. There were two before, so they've taken one down. So let's go get a few different angles of this. And here we go in super zoom again. You can see the lift up into the ride. I incorrectly said on the last video that was the first drop. That is actually the entry into the building, so your vehicle will go up that slope, just like it does in Shanghai. So sorry I was wrong on the last one, but that is actually the lift into the building, not a drop. So here's a look from the Tomorrowland Light and Power Company and the Speedway. Can't see very much from over here, but see the big mound of dirt still there and parts of the track. And People Mover cars not moving. And another thing, I've shown this before, but you can actually sit on the light cycle vehicles to test them out. It's really cool. They lay down and the support comes down behind you. So pretty interesting vehicles. But I wanted to show that, of course, quite popular with the kids. So can't wait to actually test them out on the ride. And still here in Tomorrowland, they are continuing to remove the steampunk theming So you've got the steampunk theming here, kind of a retro sci-fi look that was changed when Tomorrowland was refurbished in 1994. And you can see here where they're changing it to the original look. That one still needs to be painted, it looks like. I imagine they'll finish a lot of this when the park is closed too, but there you can see that nice clean white look. That's more of what the Tomorrowland Transit Authority People Mover track looked like when the park originally opened and when the People Mover was originally built. I'll have to look that up. Somebody post a comment if you know. The People Mover did not open with the park. I think it was 1973, 74, somewhere around there. So post a comment if you know, because I don't remember off the top of my head when the People Mover opened. There was an expansion to Tomorrowland, but there you can see, again, plain white on that steampunk theming up there. They decided not to take it completely off, but they painted it white to make it look a little bit more contemporary, a little more modern, and a little bit less steampunk. And then this side actually is almost completely done. Just needs a little paint over here, and I'm not sure what they're going to do with this structure. That's still pretty steampunk theme there as well. So I did like the steampunk theming, but I am excited about a change, and Tomorrowland is still going to be beautiful no matter what. I think the biggest difference too, I believe, I'll have to go look at some pictures, I believe the track was painted yellow on the top, or parts of the track were white and yellow and not blue. So I think that's one of the big differences from how it first was. But I know the sign here for Monsters Inc. Wow Floor, which was changed several months ago, that is more what the sign that used to be here, which used to say American Journeys, and then after that it said Timekeeper. The Timekeeper one was when they changed to steampunk, and the American Journeys would have been the original contemporary feel. So anyway, leave a comment, let me know what you think of the change in theming here to Tomorrowland. So I backed up a little bit and zoomed in, and you can actually see some of the structure for the canopy, which will be going over the outside track. And if you want to see what that looks like, you can Google the concept art, or you can actually look at videos from Shanghai Disney. There's a wide angle shot of it. And we're in Storybook Circus now. I always want to say Storybrooke because of Once Upon a Time, but it's Storybook Circus, and you can kind of see how the crane looks like it almost hangs over Space Mountain. It's pretty cool. Really dominates the skyline here, but once they get it all finished up and cranes put away and everything kind of covered up and themed, it's going to look pretty nice, I think. So Barnstormer doesn't look like it has much of a line, so we're going to get up in the line there and give you a really, really great view of this construction. So first of all, this is unprecedented. I've never seen the line like this in the middle of the day. This is just insane. Wow. All right, there you go. One of the best views in the park, right there. And you can actually see some of the back is painted a little bit darker color. I'm not sure if that's what color it's going to be or what it is going to look like. I'll have to look at some of the concept art, but that is pretty cool. And again, you can get a lot better view here of the canopy, at least what starts the canopy, the supports to the canopy itself. Those are those brown structures there around the track. Can't wait to ride it. Looks amazing. So it looks like it's going to depart from down there where the yellow scaffolding is, come around this corner, and then head up into the building. So that's pretty incredible. Wow. We'll get a zoom here in just a second, but look at the color difference there. Wow. It's actually almost too much zoom. That's better. Pretty incredible.
I know, it's so cool. I wonder what it is. I'm part of Tomorrowland. No, I'm wondering what it is. Are you serious? It's fine.
So there's a good look at the track. Space Mountain in there. Look at that. It's kind of a cool shot. So that's what that's going to be? There we go.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Wow. So we're here at Fantasyland Station, and that is actually where the train is now. It used to be at Main Street Station, and they've moved them around here. They've actually constructed some additional track, and they've got this really nice seating area down here. So I'll have to remember next time this is open, I'll bring Liam down here and he can look at the train. So let's take a look at it now.
So sometime next year. Oh, really? Yeah.
So this is the Roy O Disney Locomotive. Really beautiful painting on the light there, the front of the engine. They keep these in pristine condition, and of course it hasn't been running, so really nice to just make sure that they're all in perfect condition before the railroad opens, and they just said sometime next year. Here's a good rear shot of our two-toned castle. Let's go ahead and do a zoom here, and you can really see that two-tone color change very clearly. Wow, it's pretty striking. And here at Small World, you can see that the construction walls are still up. Must be doing some kind of queue reconfiguration or just refurbishment. I'm not exactly sure. I haven't read much about that, but the ride is still open, at least for today. And so probably when the park opens back up, we'll see some progress on that. And as you can see, Splash Mountain is back open. So it was just a few days after I did my last update. They started running water on it, testing it, and then they opened it back up. So pretty quick refurb for Splash Mountain. Hopefully they got a lot of things fixed on it, but seems to be working great. I haven't ridden it since the refurb, but we want to do that. Hopefully, maybe today we'll see, or maybe when they open the parks back up again. But Splash Mountain, open. Well, that's all for now for this Magic Kingdom construction update for March of 2020. We hope you enjoyed the video. Please remember to leave us a like and a comment, as well as subscribe and hit that notification bell if you haven't already done so. Again, leave us a comment. Let us know what you thought of all these updates in the Magic Kingdom, as well as how long do you think it will be closed for. I'm planning on posting this on Tuesday, so let us know how long you think it'll be closed for. Do you think it'll open back up in April, or do you think it'll be closed a little bit longer? So let us know. Also, be sure to check out our sponsors, MickeyBlog.com and MickeyTravels.com, for the best in free Disney vacation planning advice. Go check out MickeyTravels.com to book your next trip to Disney. Also, if you're thinking about moving to Central Florida, talk to Victor Naraki at CelebratingFlorida.com or Facebook.com/Naraki Realtor and tell him Resort TV1 sent you. So for now, have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow. Bye-bye. Now that you've finished watching this video, be sure that you're subscribed so that you can get all of the latest updates. Also, check out some other great videos on our channel. Have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow. Bye-bye.